Out here in the garage doing some organizing, so I'm just gonna do a quick tour of my Harbor Freight five drawer tool cart. Not gonna go into a lot of detail on every single tool I have in here. This is just kind of gonna be an idea of the volume or the amount of things you can fit into one of these. So first of all, the top compartment here. Basically, we have all my sockets, at least my most commonly used sockets. We have my ratchets there. This is by far my go-to ratchet. This is a Crescent brand flex head 3/8 long handle ratchet. It's got the push button. I don't know what you call that, but it pushes the socket off, which is nice because it basically locks it on there. So when you're using it, the socket won't go anywhere. But as soon as you push that button, it will pop right off. Then we have Harbor Freight 1/2 inch, Harbor Freight 3/8, or Pittsburgh, if you want to go call it that. Pittsburgh breaker bar, Pittsburgh 1/4 inch drive, spark plug socket, various extensions, universal joints. All these socket trays are Pittsburgh as well. All the sockets are pretty much Pittsburgh as well. I buy a lot of Harbor Freight tools. I've had good luck with them for the price. So, and then over here we have this is a 36 millimeter socket. That's for doing the axle nuts or the hub nuts on Dodge trucks and Jeep Grand Cherokees as well. And then over here they have kind of these holes in the side, so you can hang screwdrivers and stuff in there. This side I got my 25 inch 1/2 inch drive breaker bar. And then on this side, basically just screwdrivers. And then I have some mini pry bars up here too. I keep the mini pry bars up top because I tend to use those more often than the bigger pry bars. So, and then it's got a C clamp for doing brakes for compressing the pistons. And you got a little side compartment there. So I just put brake cleaner and PB blaster stuff like that there. So then you have this drawer here. This is kind of my junk drawer, you could say, but I got my scanner in there and just some wiring stuff, heat shrink, tube bender for brake lines, a flare kit for brake lines, tire plug kit. There's an oil filter wrench in there, soldering gun, soldering wire, electrical tape, just stuff like that. But the main thing in there is my scanner and my brake tools, my tube bender and stuff. So, go in the drawer next to it, we have some specialty kind of bits. We have Harbor Freight hook and pick set, mini screwdrivers, some Allen keys, a few Torx wrenches, stubby screwdrivers, stuff like that. And you can see that with this stuff in here, there's still some extra room, so you can fit more than what I have in there if you need to. Then we go a drawer down from that. My most commonly used pliers, we have needle nose and regular locking jaw pliers or vice grips, side cutters, slip joint or channel lock pliers rather, slip joint pliers, linesman pliers, a couple different sizes, another pair of side cutters, needle nose, couple wire crimpers slash cutters. And then this drawer is all my wrenches. Again, all Harbor Freight wrenches. We got metric down to 6 millimeter all the way up to 19 millimeter. And we have standard 1/4 inch all the way up to 7/8 of an inch. And these are flare nut wrenches. Those are for brake lines mostly, fuel lines. The brake lines you'll generally use these smaller ones, mostly the metric, working on automobiles, unless you work on automobiles older than like 1986, you're going to run into mostly metric stuff. And then the bigger ones are for fuel lines and a couple adjustable wrenches in there, crescent wrenches. Then we go to the bottom drawer, just some of my bigger tools. Got a blowtorch, get out of the way. But pipe wrench, some longer pry bars, rubber mallet, claw hammer. I don't know why that's in there, but ball peen hammer. This is my torque wrench. Just a Harbor Freight torque wrench again, but pretty impressive actually for the price. Can't go wrong with the Harbor Freight torque wrench. So, and then that's the Super Chips tuner for my truck. I just keep that in there to keep it locked up and stuff. But this bottom drawer, it's a little deeper, and it's the full width of the tray, so it's good for some of your bigger stuff. And then in the bottom here, I just keep this down here because I don't have room for it up top, but just some extra wrenches. And then it's mostly all my specialty sockets. It's all Torx and inverted Torx, Allens, things like that. So, but that's it. Hopefully that gives you an idea on what you can put in one of these. And that's it. Thanks for watching.